Piastri! Oscar, welcome to the Las Vegas Fan Zone stage. Thank you so much for making the effort to come today, first of all.
No problem. I actually made it to the track this time, so we're off to a good start. So yeah, sorry I couldn't be here yesterday, but good to see you all, and it's still light, which is nice. So it's good to be here.
We've got a lovely papaya sunset happening, actually, which
We
is
do. It's a
very
good sign
nice.
of things to come.
I was going to say maybe that is a good sign. How is it being back in Vegas?
It's been cool. I'm still trying to work out when I should be sleeping and where I am and stuff like that. But it's a cool event. The track was pretty slippery yesterday, but I think expected this year. So no, it's cool to be back. It's always a fun weekend here, regardless of what happens on track. So happy to be back.
Talk to us a little bit about yesterday's running, FP1, FP2. How are you and the team feeling after the first outings on track?
I think reasonably happy. Mercedes looked very, very strong. So let's see what today brings. But I think we're in the fight, definitely. I think over one lap for myself, I need to tidy up a few things, but our long run looked decent, but nobody's run the hards, and we don't know what they're going to do, and we've got to try and do 50 laps, and everyone's grading them after about 5 at the moment. So it's going to be an interesting race, I think, like last year, hopefully, but I think we're definitely a bit more in the mix than 12 months ago.
What is it like in the car in these conditions? It's so cold, especially those first few laps that you mentioned where the tyres are cold and you're just slipping around out there. How does it feel as a driver?
It's tricky. You're basically drifting everywhere. It's a very different feeling of an F1 car than anywhere else around here, because of the low downforce, the low grip, the cold temperatures. So it's pretty unique. It's kind of fun, but kind of frustrating at the same time because you always want more grip. But it's cool racing around here, and it's a unique challenge for us all.
Let's talk about the time off that we've had in between Brazil and here. What did you get up to? You did share a little sneak peek. You went to Diddley Squat Farm and had some quality time with Farmer Caleb. I wasn't sure if the audience would even know the relevance of this here in the States, but tell us what you've been up to.
I went to the farm. I tried to reverse a dual axle trailer into a barn, which I was very unsuccessful at.
Oh God.
So I will definitely stick to F1 driving. What else did I do? Build some furniture in my apartment.
Lovely.
And
they liked that.
Yeah. Just keeping me on the ground, and that was pretty much it. Played the new Call of Duty that came out.
And how was that? Good?
I'm better on this one than I have been on the previous ones, which is good. So I was having some fun, but trying to get some training in as well, and then failing at reversing tractors was the highlight.
Yeah, I can imagine that's quite difficult though, very different from what you're used to.
Yeah, and Caleb there, of course, he's done it for like 15 years, and he's only 25 or 26. And he did it in about 30 seconds in a demonstration he gave me in real speed, and then left me to my own devices for an hour, and I still didn't get it in the barn. So it was very, very tricky, and I'm very happy I don't have to do that again.
Okay, well, we're glad that you had fun doing that. Let's talk a little bit about this weekend. We have some fan questions first of all, though. Fan question, if you were to plan an ideal night out, who would make the guest list and where would you go? It doesn't have to be other drivers. Anyone.
I don't know.
Unless you really like the drivers, you can include them too. Yuki's already had several votes, as we know, and he told us all about his antics yesterday.
Yeah,
That smirk says it all.
I've not been out with Yuki, but I can imagine he can be a bit of a demon. So Yuki would be a fun one. I think I heard he nearly didn't get into the country, so I'm glad he's here. I was actually stood next to him in the passport line, and then I had no idea that he didn't nearly get in. So Yuki would be fun. Lando can be pretty entertaining too. Who else? I don't know who not on the grid. You know, we spend so much time with our teams and the other drivers that we don't spend that much time, but probably just my friends. I don't really have any celebrities that I would pick.
You want to keep a tight circle with this night out.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Next question. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I'm a letdown in these questions. I've never done karaoke.
What?
Never done it. So.
How is that possible?
Because I'm boring. I don't know.
You've never done karaoke?
No.
Guys, we need to make this happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done karaoke. I've witnessed karaoke, but
You've never joined in.
I've never been drunk enough on the night that karaoke was happening to do karaoke. So I don't
need
know.
to make that change. I'm going to have to talk to your team.
But an old classic.
Okay. When that happens, you have to promise us that we will see the footage.
Yeah, absolutely will not.
We will see the footage. We're going to have to make it happen somehow. We're going to have to set some of the other drivers up. Oscar, we've got to let you go, but before we do, just a word for these fantastic fans who have sprinted here to be front row to see you.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for sticking with us and braving the cold. Yesterday went a bit smoother, so happy to be back, and hopefully it's an exciting day and an exciting race tomorrow as well. So thanks for coming out, and good to see so much papaya. So thank you. I would say day, but it's already the night.
Whatever,
so have a good night.
Thank you so much, Oscar. Good luck today in qualifying and for the race tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone, make some noise for Oscar Piastri.